Tennessee, known worldwide for the beautiful sights of the Mississippi River, for being known as the birthplace of the blues and Beale Street, and for being the home of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. For 50 years, Memphis has been the professional wrestling capital of the world.
And now, it's with great pleasure that we welcome you to the very first edition of TV5 Power Pro Wrestling.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. Dave Brown with Corey Maclin. We are live in the studios of WMC TV5 with Power Pro Wrestling, and it's underway. Great action lined up for Power Pro Wrestling's inaugural event here today.
Oh, my goodness, Brother Dave. Let me tell you, if you have not called a friend, pick up the phone and tell them right now to tune in to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling right here today in our studio for the very first time. We're going to see the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol. He's going to be right here today as we are live right here in the studios of TV5. Billy Joe Travis, hopefully he won't do a concert today.
Oh, I hope not.
He's always unpredictable, but he's going to be here. We got a Young Guns 8-man tag team match as well. It is going to be a biggie, Dave.
And that's not all. Everybody's wanted to be a part of Power Pro Wrestling today. Interesting situation yesterday with Brian Christopher. I'll show you that a little bit later on. And it's coming. It's coming. Get ready. The final confrontation. Jerry the King Lawler, superstar Bill Dundee, all over the world. They've had this feud for years and years.
Oh, my.
Final confrontation today on Power Pro Wrestling.
What a day. I'm ready for it. Let's kick it off.
Let's get it underway right now.
Oh,
Opening match of the day. Let's bring them out here. We've got the Spellbinder, Paul Diamond, our first match on Power Pro Wrestling. Here he comes right here from Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's Paul Diamond.
Paul Diamond, wrestling out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. We're ready for the very first match on TV5 Power Pro Wrestling.
His opponent's going to be coming out here, too. He is set to go on the opening match of Power Pro Wrestling. Say hello to the Spellbinder. There he comes.
285 pounds.
A little illusion for the fans. Spellbinder, Paul Diamond. What a match. The Spellbinder. Referee Joe Wheeler is set. Let me make sure we're ready with the bell here, and just as soon as we get the signal, we will be underway. Power Pro Wrestling live,
Power Pro
right here
Wrestling,
today.
and you're looking at its first winner right here.
Well, there's a few comments from Paul Diamond. He just said that you're looking at the very first match on TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, and you're looking at the very first winner. Well, we'll see. He's got a tough task here today with the Spellbinder. This is just the opener, my friend, and I am telling you that you do not want to go anywhere today, because if you slip away for just one moment, you will miss something right here today on TV5 Power Pro Wrestling.
Power Pro Wrestling being put together by Randy Hales. Randy, of course, lifelong ambition was to be a part of wrestling and to own his own wrestling company. And today, just seconds ago, when the bell sounded for this first Power Pro Wrestling match, that dream is realized.
Suplex from the Spellbinder, and yeah, Dave, I must say that it is a plum-pleasing pleasure to be part of Power Pro Wrestling. I am excited about being right here with you, and very excited about Randy Hales.
Absolutely, we're going to be talking to Randy in just a few minutes and get some of his thoughts about this company, about the direction he wants to take it.
Look at this. Diamond jumps in the air. Spellbinder catches him. He's got a cover. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Referee Joe Wheeler refereeing this match, Dave.
I thought he had him right there on top rope. rope. Spellbinder hit right on his throat on the top rope. Falls back in the ring. Can Diamond collect himself and get a cover? Nope. Spellbinder almost on his feet, so there was no cover made by Diamond, but the match continues with a right fist by Diamond.
Yeah, he bounced him off that top rope, Dave. Whips the Spellbinder in! A big forearm from Paul Diamond. Diamond covers 2 counts, and Spellbinder's out of it.
Power Pro Wrestling not wasting any time, Corey. Got a tour coming up starting Thursday, right?
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to be on the road. We're going to be at the Lady Luck Casino coming up Thursday night. Friday night, get ready. Humboldt, Tennessee. We're going to bring Power Pro Wrestling to you. And Saturday night in Crenshaw, Mississippi. So, Dave, I'm on the road again.
All right. It's a great one coming up here all week long, beginning right now. Spellbinder into the turnbuckles. Paul Diamond. Whoa, what a move he put on it.
What a move, yeah.
A little misdirection. I thought he was going to go head on into him, but he didn't.
Well, he flew in there full speed.
Bulldogs him out of the corner. And a cover by Paul Diamond, the Canadian from Thunder Bay, Ontario. He got only a 2 count. Spellbinder able to kick out of it. That's the count of 2.
2 count, and Spellbinder up and out of it.
We're going to be hearing from a lot of people here today. James E. Cornette will have a few words. Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, yeah.
We'll hear from them, too.
Rick Morton and Robert Gibson. Look at Spellbinder.
Both of them down. Referee Joe Wheeler got a count going on both of them.
Diamond down, Spellbinder down. Spellbinder looks like they're both up. Right hand. Look at the spell. Comes off that rope. Clotheslines him down. Takes Paul Diamond down again. A little momentum from the Spellbinder. Oh, just when I thought he had momentum going, Diamond throws him right down on that concrete floor, Dave.
Down on the floor is the Spellbinder. Diamond back on his feet. Referee Joe Wheeler asking him to stay back while he can. Oh, look out, Diamond out of the ring.
Oh, look at this. Diamond!
Whoa.
Oh, right on the concrete floor.
Dangerous territory down there near the crowd and also the steps of the ring. Diamond and Spellbinder out on the floor. Action continues. Power Pro Wrestling underway live.
Still got that 8-man tag team match coming up today, and also we are going to see live right here today in the studios, first time, the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol. We'll be here. Look at this sunset flip. He may have him, 2.
Got a 2 count.
That's all he got out of it.
Very close again. Each wrestler very close. Hey, small package.
Look
1, 2.
He got
it. Spellbinder gets the win.
1, 2, 3.
Spellbinder gets the victory, the first victory ever for Power Pro Wrestling, and it goes to the Spellbinder. Paul Diamond not too happy about the situation around the ring. He had proclaimed he was going to be the first winner. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Look out, Spellbinder leaving. Diamond attacks him from behind.
Yeah, he nails him from behind, Dave. Going after the Spellbinder, rams him right into that ring post. Paul Diamond upset that he did not get the first win on the first edition of Power Pro Wrestling.
A terrible display of sportsmanship by that man right there, Paul Diamond.
Well, he likes it or not, Spellbinder's winner. And this one, here comes the referees.
They're running Diamond out of here. And give Spellbinder. And let's take a look. We got a replay of the way the match ended. We can show you.
Here we go, right
there. There we go. Diamond in the air. Spellbinder comes with a clothesline. Down to the mat he goes.
And this is right here where he finished it all off, Dave. With Spellbinder rolled him into that small packet. And there was no way for Diamond to kick out of it. The 2 count and the 3 count. And the Spellbinder, the first winner on Power Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely. We promised a word or two from the man who's put it all together, Randy Hales. Let's see if we can talk to him right here about Power Pro Wrestling and some of the plans he has for this company as things get underway. Here he comes.
Here he goes.
Mr. Hales, it is good to have you here today. I know it's got to be an exciting day for you. Yeah, balloons and everything. We step on a balloon and it goes off. That's all it is. Don't worry.
This is almost too much, Dave. I'm telling you, everybody, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm fired up. I'm as nervous as I can be, and to tell you the truth, I'm I'm a little bit emotional here today, but I want to do something, Dave. You know, I watch TV award shows, and one of the things sometimes I cringe when people start with the thank you speeches, but it's something that I have to do here today. And, you know, this has been something that I've been working hard at, and there's people that's been involved that I couldn't have done this without. Two people that I really want to thank, not only in a business type of situation, but in a personal situation. I really don't think that I would have survived, much less be able to be here and say that I'm opening up Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. I want to say two gentlemen, Dave Brown, Corey Maclin back there. You guys, we've all been through tough times. I love both of you guys like brothers, and thank you very much. Also, I want to thank several other people. I'm real tickled to death with all the great wrestling talent, the roster talent. I think the people will be tickled to death. Special thanks to Buddy Wayne. Buddy's been assisting me in doing different things and running around and going crazy. I want to thank Buddy. The situation, the support from here at WMC TV5, the whole building, I want to thank, but especially, of course, Creighton Armour is the director of operations. That's the guy that you saw earlier. The guy that we've been, his wife told me, said, he's been seeing you a lot more than he's been seeing me lately, is James Estes, our director. He's the best in the world, folks. And a special thanks to Mason Granger. Yesterday, of course, was his last day. Mason's upstairs. I salute you, Mason. Oh, yeah. I appreciate it very much, the confidence and giving me the opportunity. And I want to thank the fans right here and the fans of Memphis, Tennessee.
Greatest in the world. I know this is a lifelong dream, and I know you got big plans for this company.
I want to say this. I think we're fortunate people. Memphis, Tennessee in the Mid-South is the greatest place in the world to live. The greatest place in the world to live. And I want to tell you, I've followed professional wrestling all my life. And this Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, from the bottom of my heart, we're going to do, every person here, going to do everything in our power to make Memphis TV5 Power Pro Wrestling the greatest wrestling television program in the country. Memphis, Tennessee, this is going to be a wrestling promotion that you're proud of. It's a wrestling promotion for Memphis, Tennessee that's local. I've stood up and I promise you the greatest wrestling possible. Everybody, thank you very much here today.
Thank you, Randy Hales. Thank you, Randy. And we're going to continue with Power Pro Wrestling. We're going to be looking at the Universal Heartthrob and the final confrontation. Lawler and Dundee still to come.
Hi, this is Jim Cornette, and I'd just like to say congratulations to Randy Hales, Mason Granger, all the folks at WMC TV, and especially all the fans in Memphis on the birth of Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, bringing the tradition of Memphis wrestling back to the whole area and keeping Memphis alive as one of the great wrestling cities in all the country. And by the way, just remember, when Memphis Power Pro Wrestling hits that Mid-South Coliseum, well, you know, James E. might just have to come home.
Power Pro Wrestling tickets. Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104.
When Randy Hales started putting Power Pro Wrestling together, I heard a name, and I said, well, it's going to create excitement all over the area when folks hear this name. It's the Universal Heartthrob. He's here today, Austin Idol. It is great to have you. There's a lot of excitement when they heard you were going to be here.
You know, when Randy Hales came out here and he was giving all these accolades, and he was thanking everybody from the control room and all the staff and everybody, you know who he That's right. The women's pet, the men's regret, the universal heartthrob, just as pretty, sexy, and mean as I have ever been. I'm the only one Randy Hales should have thanked.
Well, you're a very important part of this inaugural show, there's no doubt. Okay, the most important right now, anyway.
I will give Hales this much credit. He is not a stupid man. When he made the telephone call to my estate, he said, Austin, we're starting a whole new project. I want you to be part of it. I want you to be the nucleus. What's it going to take? And he literally gave me a blank check. Now, I know a lot of people talking about Peyton Manning. Where's he going to go number one? Is he going to go number two? And how much he's going to get? I don't care how much Peyton Manning's going to get. It will mean nothing. It will pale and be paltry compared to what I have just received from Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. Are you hip?
I hear you. And congratulations.
They brought me in on a jet. They limoed me in from the airport. They put me up in the swankiest hotel here in town. I come to television. You know what I'm hearing? I'm shocked, flabbergasted, amazed, baffled, somewhat bewildered. Everybody's talking about Dundee and Jerry Lawler.
Final confrontation.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares about Dundee and Lawler? Everybody's talking about Dundee and Lawler. Let me enlighten and illuminate everybody about Dundee and Lawler very quickly here. I don't want to waste my time on people who don't mean nothing. Dundee started in Australia, a big suck-up. Came to Tennessee with Jerry Jade, a big suck-up. Left here, went to Atlanta, Georgia, a big suck-up. Jerry Lawler, Memphis boy. Jerry Jade, a big suck-up. After he sucked up and drained all the milk from the cow here from Jerry Jade, then he hopped ship, he jumped the boat, and he went to the WWF with Vince McMahon. And he's been sucking up to Vince McMahon every single day, every single night, and everybody knows it. But when it comes to Austin Idol, I don't suck up to nobody, okay? I do it the way I want to do it. I do it on my own. I don't need nobody else to help me do nothing. And now, yes, new day, new promotion, a whole new deal going down right here. This is history, and I want to make it very clear that now we're going to find out for real who's a top dog in Memphis, because there ain't nobody to suck up to now, Lawler, or you, Dundee. In my pocket, it's a contract. It's an open contract. Anybody who wants to challenge Austin Idol, all they can do is sign it.
Well, we'll leave it here in case there are any challenges that come up here. We've still got a lot more to go. More from Austin Idol. Something for Brian Christopher. Final confrontation on the top.
Be a part of history. Be part of the very first Power Pro Wrestling live tour. Coming to a town near you. Catch the superstars of Power Pro Wrestling, including the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol, Jerry the King Lawler, Superstar Bill Dundee, and many more. It all kicks off this Thursday night, 8 p.m. at the Lady Luck Casino Pavilion. Friday night, Power Pro Wrestling is coming to Humboldt, Tennessee. 8 p.m. bell time at the Humboldt Junior High School. Next Saturday night, Crenshaw, Mississippi at the Crenshaw Gym. Thursday, April 30th in Wynn, Arkansas. Friday, May 1st in Kennett, Missouri. And Saturday, May 2nd in Ripley, Mississippi. It's the first ever Power Pro Wrestling live tour. Be there.
Pro Wrestling underway right now. Hey, I know we're brand new, but already next week we got a special time due to programming commitments. Join us a half hour early next week, 10:30 for Power Pro Wrestling, right here on TV5. Right now, a man involved in the final confrontation, been working out this week, the superstar, Bill Dundee.
Oh, yeah, Lawler, you're right. I'm at the Powerhouse Gym. You're right. I've been here every day this week, and I'm sure you ain't taking this very serious. That's usually what you do when it comes to Lawler versus Dundee, and you'll be going around town saying, oh, it won't take long to beat the midget. Well, I got some news for you, punk. We're going to get in the ring in about 20 minutes from now, and there's only going to be one winner. So when you haul your little cram back to WWF next Monday, you're going to have to back and tell them all. You're going to have to tell my good buddy Stone Cold that you got beat by the superstar. That's right, Jack. There's only going to be one winner, and you're looking at it. Because like I know you, Lawler, I know you better than anybody in this whole world. You ain't taking this real serious. Well, I am, and that's why I'm down here at the gym. When that bell rings for the start of the match, it'll be you and me. But when it rings for the finish, it's just going to be me. Looking at you, I'm taking you out, boy, and that's a promise.
Word from the superstar, Bill Dundee, and coming up right here today, we've got the final confrontation. Bill Superstar Dundee versus, yeah, you hear the music, the King, Jerry Lawler. And here he is. The very first edition of TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, and the King being carried in on the throne. Hello, Jerry. Jerry the King Lawler. What about the main event coming up here today? Yes! Here is the King, Jerry Lawler, and King excitement is in the air today.
Corey, this is so great, man. I mean, the very first Power Pro Wrestling show.
It is.
You can't do it without the King, and I'm so glad to be here. And I know, are you people glad to be here, huh?
Glad to have everybody here.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? This is such a great party atmosphere, and all of a sudden, I see a couple of people out here trying to bring everything down. First of all, you got the universal heartthrob, and I'm sure everybody was glad to see him again, you know, right? It was like deja vu. You know what deja vu is? That means I've heard that bull before, pal. I've heard Austin Idol say, hey, baby, the universal heartthrob, you know, and all the promoters want. Let me tell you something about Austin Idol. Nobody wants Austin Idol. If he had taken off that turtleneck and that coat of his, you'd have seen his body covered with red spots where promoters been touching him with 10-foot poles. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody wants to have anything to do with Austin Idol because he's no-showed more promoters than George Jones. And I'm telling you, Randy Hales, the dumbest move you've ever made was even picking up the phone and calling Austin Idol. Now, the second person that's trying to bring us down is a superstar. Look, he's all serious. He's all mad. Come on, Bill, lighten up. You know,
You got a big match, Jerry. You can't blame him. That's a big match coming up today.
Wait a minute. Come on. Nothing about Bill Dundee is big. Let's face it. Let's face it, Corey. Now, the truth of the matter is, Bill Dundee is obsessed with the King. He has always been obsessed with the King. I think it goes all the way back to, if anybody remembers this far back, I once not only shaved Bill Dundee's head, but I shaved his wife's head.
Yeah, you did it. Well, what else you got? Why you out here insulting everybody? What else you want to do so we can get on?
I want to have a party here. Bill, lighten up. Get a life, pal. Let's have a party. And you know what? You got all the decorations. You got the confetti. You got everything.
Oh, my goodness. We've got...
But what is a party without a cake? These people look like they need a cake. How about a cake? Can we get a cake out here?
Oh, yeah. Well, here is the cake being brought in. I guess it's compliments of the King here today on Power Pro Wrestling.
Austin Idol talks about all his money. Look, I spared no expense here, baby. Get a shot of this cake, and I'm going to have everybody out here. Here, let me hang on to this thing right here. Well, that's a big cake, pal.
That is big.
We're going to have everybody out here get a piece of cake. Have we got something to cut the cake? Did you bring anything to cut the cake with?
No, we need some knives.
Anybody got a
Anybody got any?
I don't want to ask this crowd if anybody's got a knife, but you know what I'm talking about. Here we go, right here. Look at this. Get the plates, the napkins. Corey, we're going to have a piece of cake. You know what I like to do? Why don't,
we've got a match, I know that. Why don't we get to the ring? Let's save the cake.
Okay.
And, hey, we'll eat something with you, all right? We got wrestling to go, dear.
Can I stay out here and talk while the wrestling's going on?
You're welcome. Yes, sir. You're welcome to stay out here, but we don't have time to eat cake. We've got action for the 8-man tag team match coming up, Dave. Here's one side. Here's Wikkid. He's known him as Tony Williams, but he's in here. Mr. Personality, Jason Lee, and Sergeant Raleigh.
What up, y'all? See you with
Young Guns division, and we're excited about it on the very first edition of TV5 Power Pro Wrestling.
Started too. Well,
we've got the king, Derrick Lawler, here with us, Dave. He's joined us for this 8-man tag team.
You know, I'm really excited about this Young Guns division of Power Pro Wrestling. Some of the fine young wrestlers, I know that's a very popular thing. People like to see these young wrestlers as they develop and become superstars in the world of wrestling.
And some of these guys, they've got a lot of development to do, like Derrick King there. When you go that high, you should have a stewardess with you.
Yeah, the only problem with Derrick King, who's in the ring now, that's taking a pounding, is that King apparently doesn't know who he is. He's Mr. He's Mr. Personalities, and the guy has a lot of different personalities. Today, he's dressed like Shawn Michaels in the ring with the
Well, when you're like that, at least that's better than eating alone.
Sergeant O'Reilly in there. Lance Jade and Bobby Brawnz, who have teamed up as a tag team before. They're part of this 8-man tag. Nice drop kick.
Yeah, they've worked together before. Lance Jade over to the corner, looks for a tag, gets it on the Yellow Jacket. The Yellow Jacket goes after Sergeant O'Reilly.
Hey, Dave, I got some cake here for you, too.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll have some of the cake.
Don't take the knife.
Keep the knife.
Cake for you, Corey. Cake for everybody. This is terrific.
Yeah.
Celebrations from the King and everybody.
I mean, I'm going to invite Dundee out here for a piece of cake. He's got to lighten up. He needs to just ease up a little bit.
Well.
I mean, you know, let's face it. This is the final confrontation. We've wrestled a lot of times. He's never won one match. So even if he were to win this final match, it wouldn't mean anything.
Wait a minute. I think he's won a match or two along the way.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you can invite him, but I don't know if he'll come out here or not because he's in a very serious mood.
Blade in the ring there now, Dave, and tag on his tag team partner. Jason Lee whips him in. Look at that. Tony Williams, as we've known him as, Dave, he's changed his name to Kid Wikkid. Just pulled a handful of the hair.
Yeah, Tony's changed his name. He said he didn't feel like he was being very successful as Tony Williams, so he's now Kid Wikkid. He's back in the corner working. He's working him over pretty good.
Tony being pretty aggressive there. I'll tell you what. I like the look. He looks like he's a little spitfire there. I'll tell you, Tony's got a lot of talent, a lot of ability. Let's say he's not the biggest guy in the world, but, hey, he can look to Bill Dundee and see that he's got somewhat of a not-so-bright future.
Oh, goodness.
That's the King and Jerry Lawler. And ringside joining us. Nice drop kick from Tony Williams.
Yeah, after he raked him across the back with his fingernails, and as Bobby Brawnz turned around.
Tag made on Mr. Personalities, Derrick King. He steps in there. Pounding away.
He's got those Shawn Michaels tights on. You think he might try a super kick?
He might.
He just might. Look at this.
Look.
Oh, look at him. He's going
Sweet
for
chin
it.
music coming up here.
Oh, he misses. Oh!
Choke slam by Brawnz. Did not work out for Derrick King the way he was trying to emulate.
Brawnz tags his partner. Here's Lance Jade in there. Whoa.
Oh, we got the ring full.
We got all of them in there, Dave.
Impossible job for the referee here to sort this out. Now, two of them on the floor. Kid Wikkid is down there on the floor.
Yeah, he and Blade are down. There they are on the floor. Mr. Personality dumped right over.
Have a seat over there, Mr. Personality.
Meanwhile, they've got Jason Lee in the ring. Lance Jade and Bobby Brawnz. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. That's going to do it. 1, 2, 3. The winners of the 8-man tag, Lance Jade, Bobby Brawnz, Blade, and the Yellow Jacket.
And this is the, what's this, the Young Gun division, huh?
A Young Gun division, an exciting division of Power Pro Wrestling.
Exciting, Dave.
Well, I got my cake. Corey's got some cake. I haven't tried it yet.
I think somebody overcharged me for this cake.
It's a Kid Wikkid.
Kid Wikkid wants some cake.
Seizing a piece of cake is what he's
He
doing.
invited himself over here for
I think he baked it. He looks like one of the Keebler elves.
Oh, my goodness.
You wanted Dundee out here. Here he is.
That's why I sent that tape. I didn't want to look at you until we got in this ring, because you do it to me all the time. You take nothing serious. There is nothing serious here. I'll tell you what's going to be serious when you get beaten about 5 minutes from now.
What? Bill, come on. Lighten up. It's a party atmosphere. Sure, we're going to wrestle. That's no problem about that. And I'm going to beat you just like I've always done every time I ever wrestle you.
All right.
So just face the facts, and you might as well go ahead and try to enjoy your day or what's left of it. Have a piece of cake.
Hey, come on, Bill. Guys, hey, we've got the match. It's going to happen right here. Let's take a break.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Gary,
Still to come, the final confrontation. And some words for Brian.
Throw that cake on me.
You got a big match coming up. You like it?
You know, it's always a pleasure to come back to Memphis, Tennessee, because the people of Memphis, Tennessee first saw the Rock and Roll Express put their bandanas on and go to the ring. And after that, 5 times World Tag Team Champions. Well, it's going to be no different, especially with Power Pro Wrestling. Just start right up, and one thing about it, the Rock and Roll Express is going to be a part of it.
Like you said, Randy, light up the competition because rock and roll is on our way.
People who wanted to be a part of this inaugural Power Pro Wrestling.
Oh, my goodness.
A strange thing happened yesterday. For a couple of days, we've been in the studio here kind of looking at the lights and all of this sort of thing. Take a look at what happened to one of the people that wanted to be on the show and listen to what he had to say he wanted to do. Listen.
Looks great, guys. Hey, all right. I love the new desk.
Dave!
Hey, Brian, how
It's been
are
a
you?
long time. What are you doing, Dave?
Well, we're just getting ready for the new show here.
We're getting ready for the show. Well, I'm here for the show.
Well, well, that's not.
Come on, Dave.
It's Saturday. It's live. It's tomorrow.
I know, but I called Randy Hales, left a message. I emailed you. I called Jerry Lawler. I told him I wanted to move it today, Friday.
Well,
have the show today.
But we can't do that.
Why not?
Well, because it's got to be live. And if we did it today, we'd have to tape it and play it back and all that. We can't. We got crowd coming in.
Dave, we got the desk. We got you. We got me. What more do we need?
No,
we need a
we-
ring. Where's the ring?
The ring's not
Where's the
here.
ring?
That's part of the problem. Part of the problem. Can't do it today.
Hey, guys, we can have the show today. Don't you think? Go out on Union, get the crowd in here.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, we get the crowd in here. We get the ring set up. We could wrestle, maybe.
You know we can't. No, we can't do it. We
Come
can't
on,
do it.
Dave.
I know you got a booking. I know you. And I think the fans will be very proud of you. You're going to honor that booking. And I'm sorry you can't be. Everybody wants to be a part of the first show here. There's no doubt about it. And Power Pro is ready to roll here on TV.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got my address book here. With all my bookings. And what about next week?
Next week,
Next week?
25th. Love to have you.
I'm off. I'll be here,
Not
Dave.
anymore.
You gonna be here?
I'll be here.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see everybody because I'm here. Power Pro's here. Wrestling's back, Dave.
Next week, Brian Christopher. Yeah.
He'll be here next week. We'll tell you more about his opponent coming up in just a couple of minutes. Right now, here's somebody. Boy, I hope he doesn't have his guitar with him as he does. Oh, he does. It's Billy Joe Travis out of Lexington, Kentucky. He's got the guitar in hand. All decked out in his finery. And
Everybody, listen to this. Old Billy Joe's got a song. He goes, Happy days are here again. I wrote it back in 1974. Happy days are here again.
all right, I'm going to have to stop you right there, Billy. Thank you very much for that. Now let's talk a little bit about the action that's coming up. You've got a match, Ashley Hudson coming in right now, set to do battle on Power Pro Wrestling.
That's Bill Dundee's son. Looks like I'm going to take care of him.
Billy Joe heads to the ring. We're going to have it underway for you in just a second. I was hoping we'd get a little more comment from Billy Joe about how proud he was to be a part. Won't take 2 minutes, he says. We'll see, but instead he had to sing that little song.
Here we go. The bell sounds. One fall. A 15-minute time limit. Ashley Hudson tangles up with Billy Joe Travis. What action we've had already today.
Oh, indeed. And next week, special match coming up. I'll tell you about it in just a moment.
Look at that. Ashley Hudson as he's going to work on Billy Joe Travis. Hudson wrestles in out of Australia, comes in at 221 pounds, and Billy Joe out of Lexington, Kentucky. Now he wants to shake hands with him. Oh, yeah, right. Look at that. Travis rakes the eyes, takes Hudson out on the concrete floor.
Down on the floor he goes. Billy Joe Travis said it would only take him 2 minutes to win this match. We'll see. He's off to a pretty impressive start as far as getting a victory here today goes. Ashley Hudson back up on the apron. Billy Joe Travis steps him into the ring. He tries to go for the sunset flip, but can't do it. Billy Joe hanging onto the rope.
2, 3.
He got the 3 count. Billy Joe was hanging onto the ropes, but the referee couldn't see it.
Hang on, to the ropes, and he got him with the win over Ashley Hudson.
So the victory goes to Billy Joe Travis.
Billy Joe Travis gets the win, and we've got more still to come on Power Pro Wrestling.
Final confrontation coming up. I got confirmation just moments ago. Brian Christopher will be facing Billy Joe Travis in action right here in the ring next week on Power Pro Wrestling. Austin Idol is back.
I want to make a point here between Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee. I got two big, fat mouths that I'm personally going to shut up the first chance I get.
No, you can stay here. As a matter of fact, there's an extra microphone.
There's a microphone.
Yeah, okay, very good. We're going to, the final confrontation is just about to get underway here. And Lawler and Dundee, they have had this battle going on and on and on. And it's just about set to go.
Set to go at one time or another. Here today, it's going to be settled between the King and the Superstar.
But first, this. Stay with us. He wants to stay during the match, and that's okay. We'll let him comment, because in the ring already, the man arrived to no fanfare. He's taking this very, very seriously. The Superstar, Bill Dundee, is already there.
You hear what they're talking about over there?
Here comes the King, Jerry Lawler, and he's got a little something with him, Dave. One of the King action figures he's got in his hand.
Goodness.
Jerry the King of Lawler.
He needs the microphone. I get it.
Can you get around there? Get
around here.
Idol's got me blocked over here while he's sitting here.
All right, let's see what the King has to say here.
This is very important, Dave. Listen, this is very important. I know Bill thinks this match is important. This is more important. I want to play a personal appearance. Hey, today at 2 o'clock, I'm going to be at the grand opening of a big Kmart out on White Station and Summer Avenue. Going to have these dolls are impossible to find. Action figures, I'm sorry. And they're going to, whoa, look out! Dundee! Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to ring the bell. Bill Dundee apparently has gotten fed up with Lawler having not much interest at all, Dave, in this final confrontation match.
Isn't that typical between these two suck-ups? Cheap shot city all the way. I'm really intrigued about sitting out here and watching the battle of the suck-ups and the battle of the losers.
Come on,
they're here to, let's face it, they're here to determine who is number 2, because you're listening to number 1. And that's me, the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. Only one Caesar in Rome and only one Caesar in wrestling, and you're listening to him.
Well, there's no doubt you're a great wrestler, Austin Idol, but these two guys have had some of the toughest matches in the history of professional wrestling.
No
today, the final confrontation between them.
Well, yes, they have. I heard Lawler talk about he shaved Dundee's head and he shaved his wife's head. But did he mention the fact that I shaved his head?
He didn't mention that. Lawler's still not taking this very seriously. He's looking for the action figure. that he brought out here. Dundee really serious about this. I mean, he had, as the football players say, had his game face on when he arrived. Lawler's just sort of joking about the whole thing. I don't think he's taking the match very seriously at all. That may cost him as we go on here.
Got that right, because Bill Dundee certainly no pushover by no means of the imagination.
Oh, come on, get a life. That figure's got more action than Lawler does. Oh, boy.
The King with superstar Bill Dundee in.
The king of what? The king of suck-ups.
Oh.
The king of suck-ups.
Universal Heart.
Suck-up number 1, suck-up number 2. Oh, you're a perfect pair.
Insults traded back and forth between Lawler and Idol.
Hey, you know, word around the grapevine up in the WWF is Jerry Lawler is the Monica Lewinsky of the WWF.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's right.
Don't
Him and
start
Vince McMahon.
All right, don't start any of that.
You heard me.
Dave, folks to thank for the festive atmosphere here today. Mike Frazier's towing service for helping with moving some bleachers around. Jimmy Blaylock of Fun World in Tupelo with decorations. And Larry at Teddy Bear Express for all the balloons. Thanks for helping make this a very big debut.
And the King kicks out of it.
He was very, very close to winning this match.
Hey, also, Power Pro Wrestling is on tour coming to a town near you. Get ready, Thursday night, Lady Luck Casino Pavilion. Friday night, Humboldt, Tennessee at the junior high school. And Saturday night, Crenshaw, Mississippi at the Crenshaw Gym. The very first Power Pro Wrestling Live tour. I'm going to be right there at ringside. Hope you enjoy the action. Look at that.
Lawler's over here yelling at us about something, and Dundee used the...
I'm going to show you something Steve Austin taught me. Whoa! Dundee down to the mat, Dave.
I guess Lawler suddenly took it seriously after Dundee nailed him with a fist.
You know somebody had to teach him. He couldn't come up with it on his own. No originality.
The King slaps Dundee over. He misses with the fist. Superstar gets up. He's got Lawler, whips him into the ropes now. Lawler on the back of Dundee. Look at that. And he just dropped him flat on his face, Dave.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go into that airplane spin, but he just dropped him down. Lawler up on his knees. Dundee off the rope. Nails him with a right fist.
And it does not stop. 1, 2, and Lawler kicks out.
If I would have hit him, he'd still be unconscious.
Both of these guys are very difficult to pin. You will probably see several 2 counts during this match. Each of them is tough to hold down for that final count of 3.
Maybe hard to pin for you, easy to pin for me. I could pin them both. I'd have beat them both right now at the same time.
Lawler and Dundee slugging it out here on Power Pro Wrestling. By the way, Dave, early time next week.
10:30, right here, live on TV5. 10:30 next week. Uh-oh, the referee knocked down there.
Yeah, referee Aubrey Wayne down. Lawler whips Dundee in.
Ooh, Dundee.
Look at the losers.
Lawler sort of
there's
stumbled
2
back.
losers basking in their agony. Let me show you who's running the program here. I'll determine who wins and who loses.
Come on, Austin.
No, they're not going to determine anything, Austin.
Come on, Idol.
Dundee nailed with a chair by Idol. You're supposed to be over here commentating, not getting involved in the action.
Oh, yeah. That insult to injury, Dave.
Idol leaves Dundee lying on the floor.
Yeah, Austin Idol just clobbered Dundee with that chair. Now he's just walking out of here just like nothing ever happened.
Counts at 8. Lawler's asking what's going on. 10, that's the count out. That's it. Well, referee's calling for the bell. Jerry Lawler is the winner
The hand is raised
of the final confrontation, but man, what a way for it to end. Not at all what we had envisioned. Wow. Well, we'll be back. We'll have more to say about this. Don't go away. Power Pro Wrestling continues. Bill Dundee is out here. Bill, I'm very disappointed. I know you are at the way it turns out.
Idol, you ain't changed. You still a snake in the grass, you punk. You can't whoop nobody face to face. Well, I'm going to tell you, you take a good look at this and you think about it till next Saturday. This contract you left right here, Bill Dundee's going to sign it.
Uh-oh. Bill signing the contract. Need to sign it two places right here. There it is, the signed contract.
If you want to come out right now, show all them people how big and bad you are, we'll do it right now. But you ain't got enough guts, Idol. I didn't like you when I first met you in Australia, and I don't like you now. You're right. Oh, yeah, you'll stay right there. Come on, now.
Here he comes. The contract is signed right here. Idol signed it earlier, challenged anybody. Bill Dundee just took him up on it. It's going to happen. It's confirmed it's going to happen next week. Right here on TV5 Power Pro Wrestling. 10:30 is when we start next week. You don't want to miss this one. Dundee against Austin Idol. Now, wait a minute. Everybody trying to keep them apart now. Yeah. Idol has a shield over there, and he's backing away. He doesn't want any of the action right now, that's for sure, Bill Dundee. He can insult him all he wants to, but he's not very interested, apparently, in climbing in the ring at the moment. Bill Dundee. He'll be back next week to face Austin Idol. Don't forget, too, Brian Christopher will be going against Billy Joe Travis. All coming up next week on Power Pro Wrestling. And remember, an early start next week will be beginning at 10:30. Don't you dare miss it.
We're out of time, buddy.
Corey Maclin, Dave Brown, we've certainly enjoyed being